Hi, good day, and well, today I'm going to show you how to multiply a 2 by 2 matrix by another 2 by 2 matrix. Now, in my previous video, I showed you how to multiply a 2 by 2 by a 2 by 1 matrix. Make sure that you understand the previous video because this video is based on the previous video. Because you're going to realize that when you're multiplying a 2 by 2 matrix by another 2 by 2 matrix, it's going to boil down to a 2 by 2 by a 2 by 1. So let's get started. On the board here, we have a 2 by 2 matrix and we have another 2 by 2 matrix. When you multiply a 2 by 2 by another 2 by 2, your answer will also be a 2 by 2 matrix. So my job, a 2 by 2 has 1, 2, 3, 4 answers. My job is to show you how to get those 4 answers. So let's get started. What we're going to do, when you have to multiply a 2 by 2 by another 2 by 2, I want you to look at the second matrix, that's this guy here. And I want you to split it in half. And we're going to pay attention to one half, and then we're going to pay attention to the other half. What we're going to do, we're going to take this matrix and multiply by the first half. And when we do that, we will get our first 2 answers. Then, we're going to take the same matrix and multiply it by the other half. And that will give us these 2 answers. So it's 2 sets of working to get the 4 answers. So let's begin. We're going to take this matrix, already wrote it here. This and this is the same exact thing. And what we're going to do, we're going to multiply by the first half, which is 4 and minus 2. Remember, this is a 2 by 2 and this is a 2 by 1. And in the previous video, I showed you how to multiply the 2 by 2 by the 2 by 1. What we would do, we would take the minus 2 and let it swing up to the top. These 2 answers, these 2 numbers, 4 and minus 2, will walk across. And we'll put it over the minus 1 and the 2. The 4 and the minus 2, we also photocopy it underneath or above the 3 and the 4. So, what we're going to do, we're going to multiply each pair of numbers. 4 by minus 1 is minus 4, minus 2 by 2 is also minus 4, 4 multiplied by 3 is 12, minus 2 by 4 is minus 8. To get these 2 answers, we have to add to get the top answer, we have to add the 2 top numbers, just like in the previous video. Minus 4 plus minus 4 is minus 8. Minus 12 plus minus 8 is 4. So that means my first 2 answers are minus 8 and 4. Right? So we took this matrix and we multiplied it by the first 2. Now we're going to take this matrix and multiply it by the other half, the minus 5 and the 0. So I wrote this matrix here already. And we're going to multiply it by minus 5 and 0. It's the same procedure as this one. This is a 2 by 2 and this is a 2 by 1. The 0 swings up to the top. So the minus 5 and the 0 walk across. And we photocopy it above the 3 and the 4 again. And once again, we multiply each pair of numbers. So, multiply these 2, you're going to get positive 5. Well, anything multiplied by 0 is 0. Multiply these 2, you're going to get minus 15. And well, anything multiplied by 0 is 0. To get this answer, we add the 2 top numbers. That will give us 5. Add the 2 underneath numbers, and we will get minus 15. So that means these 2 answers are 5 and minus 15. And that's it. So just to recap, once you understand the previous video, what you're going to do is, when you have the 2 by 2 and the 2 by 2, the second one, you split it in half and pay attention to the first half. So you're already multiplying a 2 by 2 by a 2 by 1, and that will give you the first 2 numbers, or 2 answers. Then you repeat the procedure, but with the second half of this matrix. A 2 by 2 by a 2 by 1 will give us the other two answers. Right? So that's how you multiply a 2 by 2 by another 2 by 2. Excuse? Right. Sorry about that. Alright, so let's try another one now, but make it a little bit more difficult. Because this is pretty easy now. So let me try another one. Let's see. Right. So let's take a 2 by 2 matrix again. Minus 1, 4, 3, 0. And we're going to multiply by another 2 by 2. 5 minus 2 minus 1. Let's make it 10. Now, when we multiply a 2 by 2 by another 2 by 2, we will get another 2 by 2, which means we have 1, 2, 3, 4 answers to find. But I'm going to make it a little bit different. I am going to put a quarter outside. Don't let the quarter get to you. Ignore the quarter. Multiply these two, we will get 1, 2, 3, 4 answers. And when we're finished, we will multiply all 4 answers by a quarter. So, ignore the quarter. It will just make things difficult. So, pretend it's not there and do it like a normal question, and we'll handle it at the end. So, let's get started. We have to multiply this matrix by this matrix. Since this is a 2 by 2, we split this one in half. And we're going to take this matrix and multiply it by the first two numbers. So, let's take the minus 1, 4, 0, and 3 and multiply it by the first column, or the first half. When we multiply this by this, we will get a 2 by 1 matrix. And we should be really, really good now at multiplying a 2 by 2 by 2 by 1. The minus 2 swings up to the top. The two numbers walk across. You photocopy it underneath as well. Multiply each pair of numbers. If you get minus 5 here, 0, 20, and minus 6. To get this number, you add the 2 on top. That will give us minus 5. To get the number underneath, you add the 2 answers underneath. That will give us 14. So our first 2 answers are minus 5 and 14. To get the other 2 answers, well, we have to take the same matrix but multiply by the second half. So let's put a little division, a partition there. And we're going to take the minus 1, 0, 4, and 3 and multiply by the 10 and the minus 1. Right. Same procedure. Minus 1 swings up to the top. The 10 and the minus 1 walk across. 10 and minus 1. 10 and minus 1. Multiply each pair. Well, when you multiply each pair, you're going to get minus 10, 0, 40, and minus 3. To get this answer, add the 2 answers on top. You'll get back minus 10. You get the answer underneath, add the 2 answers here. You'll get 37. So these 2 answers here are minus 10 and 37. But we're not finished. Remember, we were ignoring the quarter. So now, at the end of the question, we have to multiply every one in the brackets by a quarter because there's a secret multiply here. But we save this for the end of the question. So, well, hopefully I have enough space here. Let's see. Multiply every one inside here by a quarter. You just have to use the calculator. You will get minus 1.25 minus 2.5. Multiply the quarter by the 14. You will get 3.5. And well, 37 multiplied by a quarter is 9.25. Let's double check that. And this is it. This is your final answer. Just remember, when you have an item outside, just leave it for the end of the question, and everything will be fine. Alright, so I really hope that you understood how to multiply a 2 by 2 matrix by another 2 by 2 matrix. And like I said in my previous video, multiplication of matrices is the hardest thing in matrices. So if you understood everything here, you should be proud of yourself, right? So once again, if you're interested in extra lessons or you need more information on these videos, you can check the website below, and stay tuned for my next video. And well, don't forget to subscribe and share the link. Thank you.